How are you finding it then? The walkabout?
It's all right.
What's she like? What are you doing it with?
Doing Morris.
All right. Was that all?
It's what all?
Well, it's not like being stuck in here, is it?
She could say that again.
Well,
what?
well, is it? Interesting, depressing, exciting, dull?
Depressing, I suppose.
Depressing?
The way some people live. Of course, you're going in for it, aren't you? District nursing.
Well, that's the general idea.
Doesn't it bother you?
Doesn't what bother me?
Some of the jobs you have to do. Clearing up after people. I mean, there are no well-defined limits, are there? Not like on the ward.
That's what I like about it.
I suppose I've learned a lot, though. It can be very revealing, old age. If you come to think about it, it's a sort of decaying process. Like a fruit, withering up with time. Soon all that's left is a shrunken shape. You know, the essence of what the fruit really is. Same with people. All the surface things, they just wither away. Dignity, even consideration for others.
You never said that when you worked on geriatrics.
Never felt it then.
But now you do.
About some of them, yes.
Because you've seen them in their own homes. Not lying neatly to attention in a hospital bed.
Not that, no. Some people can do it. Grow old with dignity. Look back on their lives with pride. A sense of accomplishment. The others, those that have accomplished nothing, they seem to take it out on the rest of us. They're the takers.
Maybe they've been unlucky.
Oh, I'm sure luck has nothing to do with it.
No?
Self-help can overcome bad luck. It can turn disadvantage to advantage.
And you'd know all about that, wouldn't you?
Pardon?
After 1 year in London, you're suddenly an expert on the human condition. It's remarkable.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means, Maureen, that if you're not careful, you're in danger of turning into a bigot.
It's assuming, of course, it hasn't already happened.
What does she mean, a bigot?
Look it up in a dictionary.
A bigot? Well, I suppose it means someone who holds irrationally strong views on a particular subject. Someone who's made up their mind about something and won't be shifted, even by logic. Why'd you ask?
No reason.
Well, Jack Knight's the man to ask. Words are his forte.
Who's he?
Our next patient. He's a fascinating man. Ex-school teacher. Got cirrhosis of the liver through excess drinking. He was discharged from hospital about 2 months ago on the express understanding that he laid off the booze. Now his doctor said he's back on the bottle again.
So we're going to see.
Well, he's got high blood pressure as well, and I pop in about every week to check it. We'll use that as our excuse.
Why does he do it? Carry on drinking? He's been into hospital once.
A good question. He had everything. Oxford degree, brilliant career teaching. Somehow it all came to nothing.
Because of the drink?
No, that's relatively recent. I never really got to the bottom of it. You know, whenever I asked, he always changed the subject. Whatever the reason was, though, it must be a pretty powerful one. I mean, nobody does that to themselves without a reason.
Are you acquainted with the figures from the Old West, Mr. Simmons?
Marahan, no.
Ah, my constant inspiration at your age. The days when a man relied on deftness of hand to keep him alive, his instinct sharpened like a razor.
That's all right, thank you.
Yeah, but what chance has a man to emulate that today, eh? To take his last ride into the sunset when the time is right, with a stream of social workers and district nurses constantly checking on him.
For your own good, Mr. Knight.
And your definition of good being?
It's getting very stuffy in here. I think I'll open the window.
The nurse's answer to any affliction, an open window and plenty of boiled fish.
But how are they today, your afflictions?
Which one?
Let's take the asthma for starters.
Oh, well, that's as clean as a whistle.
I think we'll have a listen. Take your jacket off.
No, yeah. You look too young to be a nurse.
A student nurse, actually.
Ah.
Deep breath.
St. Angela's?
You know it. And again.
I was an inmate for a time. An unnerving experience.
Oh, sleeve up.
Until then, I had the conventional image of the nurse. Well, two images would be more accurate. On the one hand, the Florence Nightingale variety. A silent gown figure gliding in and out of a dimly lit ward, bearing a lamp that symbolized the virtue of her calling. And then there was the other sort. The type depicted in low-budget comedy films with skirts up their backsides and a knowledge of the male anatomy gained through practical research rather than in the classroom. But what did I find in reality? Heavy-legged girls, white with ferocious vocation, or offhand creatures with one eye on the clock and the other on their unfortunate patient's grapes.
You had the best of care, Mr. Knight, and you know it.
Just the meanderings of a mind juddering downhill to senility, my dear. No need for a laugh. How did I do?
Your blood pressure's up again.
Oh.
It's up quite a bit, actually.
Well, the excitement of your visit, no doubt.
Well, let's have a look at your tummy.
Oh, be my guest.
Well, lie flat. Take the cushion next. Thank you. That's it.
Okay.
Gently down. Oh, dear. It's quite a bit swollen, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, you must have noticed, surely. That's it.
And the next question, please.
You know what the next question is?
And if I don't choose to answer?
Then I must draw my own conclusions.
Oh, you're wasted as a nurse. An interrogation technique like that is better suited to the teaching profession.
So you've often said.
English was my subject. Coaxing reluctant minds to accept concepts greater than those customarily found in Beano or the exploits of the man from Uncle.
You're changing the subjects tonight.
Yes, I'm changing the subject.
What am I going to do with you, eh?
A small nightcap before bed. What civilized man would forego that?
One with a liver like yours. You know what the next step is, don't you?
Do I?
I want you to go into hospital again.
Now,
And
look,
just for a few days, to drain off some of that fluid and to keep a check on your blood pressure.
My punishment. I've been a naughty boy, so now I must go into hospital and eat bread and gruel and learn the error of my ways.
That's got nothing to do with it, and you know it.
Supposing.
Supposing what?
I refuse, what then?
Then you'd have a fight on your hands.
Yes, well, I never was much of a fighter.
All right. I'll check on the bed. Nurse. I'll get clearance from his doctor. There's a call box up the road. I'll use that.
Shall I go?
No, you stop here. Take his mind off it.
He doesn't seem that bothered.
He's bothered, all right. Make no mistake. I shan't be long.
probably best
Best?
to go into hospital for a while.
You think so?
I'm sure it won't be for long.
Each day is an eternity in that place. No, forgive me, I'm not being very hospitable. Can I get you anything? Tea, coffee?
Oh, nothing, thank you.
You don't mind if I imbibe you?
Of course not.
I may as well be hung for a sheep as a lamb.
You shouldn't.
My life, Miss...
Marlon.
My life has been composed of doing things that I shouldn't. It's a little late for the leopard to change his spots.
Please, Mr. Knight, if you only knew what it's doing to you.
You think I don't?
Well, if you know.
Why do I do it?
Yes.
A question I've been asked before by experts.
There must be a reason.
How old did you say you were?
I didn't.
17, 18?
I'll be 19 next birthday.
19 next birthday, and she wants a reason. When you get a little older, yes, I do know how irritating it is that said to you, but when you grow a little older, Miss...
Nurse will do.
Yeah, you'll find that things don't fall into place quite so easily. Actions can't be categorized into little reasons and motives. Self-doubt clouds even the best intentions.
I don't understand.
Issues at your age are clear-cut. Clearly defined into good and bad, right and wrong, success and failure. Yeah? You can view them dispassionately, objectively, without emotion, because you're starting with a clean slate, unmarked as yet by mistakes and remorse. But take heart, though. It's a temporary condition. It won't last.
What won't?
The ability to censure without experience.
Please, Mr. Knight, you take
My
it-
last petulant gesture of defiance. The blowing of the raspberry in the face of chance.
Chance?
Well, aren't we all victims of chance, one way or another? Well, take talent, or the lack of it. It's an inherited trait. Some have it, others don't. Those that do, the lucky ones, have been blessed by chance. Fate has smiled on them. All they need is a modicum of effort, a little perseverance, and they can turn that talent into something of consequence. Their lives are full of meaning, significance, purpose. Whilst the others, the unlucky ones, must watch the promise of their youth slip bit by bit through their fingers. They must reconcile themselves to mediocrity, to being second-rate. There they also rags.
That doesn't apply to you, though. Well, I know lots of people who'd call you successful.
Oh?
Lots of people.